Yo, you know you put the beats on somebody if 2 years later you ain't said a word and they still coming up with conspiracy theories and negative impacts of your victory when all their person had to do was win and none of this is a conversation. You get blamed when you win. But before it all went down, it was the time is ticking. Come on, Kendrick. Anyway, let's get to the content.
What up? Why Kendrick? Why he got so much hate from my boy Drake? Like, why he can't get that hate out of his blood? Like,
who got hate for who?
Why Kendrick got so much hate for Drake?
For who? For Drake? He got no hate for niggas. He challenged. What are you talking about? It was a rap battle. Out of here. What you talking about?
That nigga don't know nothing was going on with Kendrick. He wasn't even on Kendrick's side when that shit first happened.
Who wasn't?
You wasn't.
No, I just kept it real. I said the first 2 songs, I gave it to Drake. I know both of them. The first, listen, bro, say what you want. The first 2 I gave to Drake. They heard me. They called me. Wack, what you? I'm like, bro, tell bro stop playing and get on this West Coast shit and stop playing with this.
You in the game was on y'all Drake run. I knew who was.
We wasn't on our Drake run.
The game still glazing. He over here talking about some Drake. Y'all not on Drake left or not?
But because Kendrick likes to play like game and contribute in his success, and I don't like that either. Like,
yeah, that's some bullshit. That definitely is not.
That's some bullshit. I don't like how Kendrick likes to play like game ain't. If it wasn't for game, it wouldn't be Kendrick. He likes to make it seem like it's just him. Like,
I'm gonna be real. It wasn't
for Drake. It won't be no Kendrick.
Facts, but he likes to play it like it's not. So that's the game's problem for real. It's underlining. It's not no real problem. It's like, you know, if it wasn't for me, it would be no use.
Yo, real quick, what type of hating energy is that? Where you want to lay claim to fame that you created somebody who's talented. I bet you Game wouldn't like it if 50 Cent said, I made you. I bet you 50 wouldn't like it if Eminem said, I discovered you. It wouldn't be no you without me. Like, where does that even come from? You either help somebody because you really want to see them win, or you want some manipulative, I'm going to put it back in their face if they get too big to remind them of where they come from. If somebody's talented, they going to win. You should feel just as fortunate that you were in their presence as they should feel in yours. So we don't know behind the scenes what caused this animosity. And I never heard Kendrick even say anything out loud about it. They just be speculating. So let's get back to it.
Stop playing.
Listen, you gotta remember, I know both, so I didn't give a fuck how I win. Drake from Canada. I'm just enjoying the rap battle. All the niggas, Drake bit. Drake, you got all the light. Kendrick over here in Kendrick land. You bit. Kendrick had nothing to lose and everything to gain. Drake could have kept moving, not said nothing.
But Drake loves hip hop too much, and his soul won't let him not say nothing.
Drake could have not said nothing.
His soul won't let him say nothing. He come from hip hop where he gotta say something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he got.
No, hip hop. I'm saying because how big of the name it is. Because Drake don't gotta respond to everybody.
He ain't gotta respond to that.
Nah, I'm saying you gotta be of tier, of course. Like, you gotta be in my tier.
Kendrick was the first.
Hey, bro, listen to me, bro. Now you look up and Drake pushing albums back. He got emotional, sued the people. He know they ain't in a position.
Nah, man, he get emotional. He was business side. That's what y'all always talk about, right?
You said what?
He went on the
I don't like
business
how
side
you
of
just
things,
did that,
right?
Because that's you just
wait. What did he say about business?
Nah, I'm saying, he get emotional. You always talk about niggas going business side. That's what he did.
He did get emotional. Niggas started, when that nigga went and sued UMG, he got emotional.
Renegotiation with his contract.
He wanted a bag.
Yeah, well, he ain't got a bag.
Not like us, was he not in negotiation with his contract? Yes. All right.
That ain't got nothing to do with.
They try to lower his numbers because they're trying to say he wasn't irrelevant. So that's when he was like, hold on. He thought maybe, hey, y'all did some cahoot shit. Maybe he was wrong on that and try to do some shit where y'all pushing him more than me.
Once again, this is one of those moments where having a brain actually matters. Listen to this. The negotiation was already in motion long before people even started talking about it publicly. The music industry has been shifting, sales have been sliding, and Drake just happened to be sitting at the top during that wave. Salute to him for that. But when you start looking at future earnings, that's exactly why so many artists decided to cash out and sell their catalogs. Hold up, people are making 100 million, 200 million deals because they understand where the trend is heading. A lot of them sold because the long-term value wasn't what it used to be, especially compared to a decade ago when things were still appreciating. So the real question becomes, why lock in that level of commitment when the streaming numbers and spins aren't guaranteed to stay the same? He's had a solid 15-year run, maybe even 14 years of dominance. No question about that. But let's be real, he's in his late 30s now. And at some point, natural regression becomes part of the conversation. And that's why blaming everything on the Kendrick battle just doesn't fully make sense. Because what people are really saying with that take is they assumed he wouldn't take an L at all. If he had won that battle, nobody would even be having this conversation right now. But since things didn't go that way, now everyone wants to attach consequences to it after the fact. And that's the part people keep ignoring. It's only loud now because the outcome surprised them. Let's get back into it.
I didn't like. You come from the cash money machine, and you went over here and told all the secrets that the other behind you need to use, that they use to get you to where you at today. You's a ass nigga. That nigga start telling on all. See, I know what he's saying because I'm in the bubble of it. We all looking like really doing what we think he doing. You okay? You a whistleblower. This the same they used to build you. And now everybody behind you, the light is on it. They got to turn it off, close the doors. We can't work right now. That's what I didn't like.
You talking about the bots?
Man, that went on there, got to talk about radio
plays. How
they did to build your little yellow ass.
Yo, what's up with so is the disrespect for Game?
Here,
Did he take the disrespect when he wasn't invited to the pop out?
Because did he feel like Kendrick felt like he picked a side because he said he liked Drake
music? Let me tell you something about Game. Game don't never give a fuck about a win fight. If he want to go, he gonna go, and they gonna let him in. That's LA. It's being real.
So why they put out
only about 3
like,
of these niggas that drive around. They be by themselves. They go to the gas stations, Walmart. They go to the club. Wherever they want to go, they gonna get in, bro. This is real. It ain't.
So why did PG Lang and them try to make it seem like that's why he's saying like he like
PG Lang? Who from PG Lang said
well, and then Kendrick
said it.
They call him what? Kendrick cousin. I don't forget his name.
Kendrick ain't said it.
I'm saying they said that's his people.
And the manager ain't said it.
And that's what I don't like. When it's
nobody else matters after.
Hold on. When it's good things coming from the camp, it's like, oh yeah, you know that's how Kendrick
is.
Okay,
hear me this, bro.
When it's something like this coming from the camp, it didn't come from Kendrick though.
Listen,
so it's like, damn.
Kendrick, Top Dog, and the little, I forget his name, the other president. Them the only that it matter. The rest of the little around it don't matter, bro. They just.
But when them little just saying, oh, this is what he meant, or this is what he was trying to do, y'all say, yeah, that's Kendrick.
They don't matter.
But you say,
who is these clout chasing ass?
Yeah, they don't matter.
One of them is his little cousin, JP. Whatever. All I'm saying is he said that's why
that nigga cousin. Get the fuck out of here.
This is the response that they had because they.
J3 is not that cousin. J3
came out on the internet.
J3 is a little dirty, running around Compton looking to get on. He was over there. Wack, could you please help me? Give me on academics. Wack, could I get on No Jumper? Then you look up. Oh, I don't fuck with Wack. J3 is a little dirty. Running around Compton.
You know his little cousin.
He ain't no, bro. That if it's his little cousin, he wouldn't be running around Compton with no shoes on with $8.
That's what I'm saying. You got to check these niggas' credentials just because you
know how many of your cousins,
cousins and family members that come out and speak.
And Wack knew exactly what I was talking about because he know that's what.
Bro, when I'm trying to tell you,
that's his cousin, but that's
not his cousin, bro. He's just a little dirty.
Him like that, but that's
not his cousin, bro.
You know how many cousins I got right now? We did it.
I just said, but no matter what, still your people's on me.
That's not his cousin, bro. He's just a little dirty.
what he grew up with. The
He
nigga that's
just
really
he didn't grow up with the nigga. He just from West Side. He know the nigga. He was,
Yeah.
bro. Kendrick had to come back to the streets and do the videos. So guess what he does?
He reached out to all them niggas.
Yeah. Guess what? I told his own Clubhouse. I said, give it 3 weeks after the album drop and the videos
You
is
did
out.
say that. I heard it.
You won't see. Did I not say it? Have you
Yeah,
seen
you did.
him over there?
They used it on one of
The Drake pages, there's like Wack saying Kendrick's gonna disappear from the street.
Have you seen him over there? No. Where's
Yeah,
the
you
cousins?
right.
At? Are they in the studio with him? You see him in the studio with? You see him?
I'll give you that. You
Funny as
I mean, bro, I know how it goes. YG went over there. Let's walk down the street. I'm sitting here laughing. They said, "Wack, what you laughing at?" For one, YG's an ex-Crip. 2, YG ain't got the right rank of respect to call nothing. YG only doing this because he got an album. I said he releasing an album next week independently. Watch this. The next week he released the album. Did 8,000 copies. He ain't been back over there walking down nobody's street in no park. They use the hood for when they think it's gonna help them, and when it help them or don't help them, whatever way it go, they out.
All right, y'all. Yeah, like I said, man. To me,
And look, a lot of this starts to feel like people only show up when it benefits them. If it helps their narrative, they're in. If it doesn't, they're gone just as fast. All right, y'all, listen to this, because to me, this whole thing reads like straight up clout chasing. I've never seen this level of commentary built around somebody who barely even speaks publicly, and that's Kendrick we're talking about. He came in, did exactly what he always does, and then went right back into that low-profile lane like nothing changed. He literally told people he doesn't want the spotlight or the fame like that. He's been consistent with it. But even with that, people still attach his name to everything, start breaking him down, making assumptions, and forcing narratives around his character and opinions. And when it comes to the hip-hop industry impact, the argument is simple. At the end of the day, all your boy had to do was win. He didn't, and that's where people say the shift happened. So now the focus is on him because that's how the outcome landed. And in that sense, people feel like he got exposed in the battle, plain and simple. But what's interesting is nobody else really wants to be compared or dragged into that same spotlight with him anymore. So now you've got everyone sitting back, watching the fallout instead of stepping into it.